I get a lot of guesses. Some people think they're painted onto the wood using wood stain, which is a similar look, but the only elements here are wood and flame.
Hollie Berry is a leader in the Chattanooga area art scene. She's blazing a trail with her new form of artistic expression.
Since I made it up, I got to name it. Oh. So I call it torch painting, even though technically it's not painting because I'm not applying pigment to a surface. It's technically just an offshoot of pyrography. And I have different size torches. So this is my kind of medium-sized torch that I use 80% of the time, and it's a standard propane plumber's torch that you'll see a plumber using in your house. Here I have my large torch, which down south is known as a weed burner, and up north they use it to melt snow. For my smaller pieces, this is my secret weapon. It's a little cordless butane soldering torch. So I really have like a pencil thin flame that I can use to get in for finer details.
Armed with her torches, wooden canvases, and pie slicers, Hollie says she was really starting to get into a role during the spring of 2020, but then COVID.
Not only did all gallery openings and live events cease, but also my studio building, where I'd had a studio for 6 years, closed. And I had to move my studio home. It's really partly at home, and I would say 10% of it is at home and 90% of it is in a climate-controlled storage unit. Because one of the reasons I had a studio is because I don't have room to have a studio at home. Also because my art form involves fire and I live in a wooden house.
Hollie says she was able to adapt and focused on commission pieces to make money. Things were getting back to some sense of normalcy when civic duty came calling.
I got a call from a good friend of mine saying, hey, what do you think about running for Red Bank Commission? And I had never thought about running for office before. I don't consider myself a overtly political person, but I do love my town, and I have been vocal about having a lot of ideas for things we could do differently here and improvements that could be made. You know, the more I learned and the more research I did, the more passionate I became about really wanting to get in there and make a difference. And so I really threw myself wholeheartedly into the campaign and ended up winning by a landslide.
And on top of that, her fellow commissioners actually voted Hollie mayor of Red Bank. Mayor Berry says she will continue to put together commission pieces while she is in fact a sitting commissioner, perhaps bringing some new thoughts and projects forward for the betterment of the people she was voted to represent.
That is my biggest art project right now, is the city of Red Bank.
Just what an incredible, I mean, come on. You don't see that.
Insanely talented.
You don't see that anywhere else. And Lori, we were talking, you've seen some of her artwork around town at some of the hotels as well.
Yeah, you'll see, if you walk into the bar on the top floor of the Edwin Hotel, you walk in and there's a beautiful piece that she did. I think it's actually the only piece of art in that bar. So they wanted to just kind of showcase what she does, which is amazing.
Very